Oh yeah, bro. Big, buff, turles, all up in it, bro. You ain't got nothing, bro. I beat your ass, bro. I beat you right now. What you want to do? You can't do nothing, bro. Big butt turtle, big butt turtle, big butt turtle, big butt turtle, big old baby turtle.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy, EVERY. So look, basically what the title says. I know everyone has their own favorite WWE game, right? And I'm talking strictly WWE, right? So not wrestling game, because there's other wrestling games and shit too. I'll make a video maybe on that, but just normal WWE games, in my opinion, there is no perfect WWE game. Now, in my defense, I know that there is not necessarily a perfect video game, right? I know that. However, what I mean really is, for me, there is no WWE game that has, I don't even want to say that. I wanted to say flaws, but every game has flaws, like for sure. My favorite games of all time have flaws. Like for example, if you guys ever play, Def Jam Fight for New York. Def Jam, I love Def Jam for sure. What I don't like about it is that once your moveset is done, it's done. You better make a new guy if you want more movesets. Or the fact that, you can't watch the computer fight in a one-on-one fight. I would love to see CPU versus CPU. Or you can't put your created fighters against each other. So for example, I can't pick my created fighter and choose a different created fighter to fight against. A created fighter has to be controlled by a human player. So it's stuff like that in my opinion is flawed with Def Jam. And for example, with GTA San Andreas, it's flaws in that for sure, and that's one of my favorite games of all time as well. Like for example, shoot my car 4 times with a shotgun, and yeah, it's about to blow. I don't.
Bro, hurry up with the point, bro. You ain't even making no sense. They don't want to hear about no Def Jam or San Andreas. We talking WWE.
All right, so number one, SmackDown Just Bring It. Now, everyone be talking mad shit about SmackDown Just Bring It. Here's my thing, bro. So yes, it's gonna be some bias. SmackDown Just Bring It was my first PS2 game. That and Resident Evil Code Veronica and Midnight Club. Yeah, just the original Midnight Club. So I told my dad, he asked me, hey, if I get you a game system, what games do you want? And my little ass, I was like, I want a fighting game, a shooting game, and a racing game, and I'm on a racing. And when I played SmackDown Just Bring It, I loved it. Now here's my thing though, a lot of people will disagree with me. I just like these graphics. I like them. I'm weird. I don't mind these. Like when I look at these graphics versus Here Comes the Pain graphics, Here Comes the Pain is more detailed, yes, but I like that everything looks like clay. It looks kind of matte, if that makes sense. Like if you guys ever played Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1, right? I feel like that's kind of what this kind of looks like, at least the wrestlers. I don't know. But here are my pros and cons and why this is not a great wrestling game. My pros of why I like it, 8-man matches. In the Royal Rumble, you can have up to 8 players in the match. That's crazy. Now only up to 4 people could actually, human players, but the ring can have 8 players in it with the referee. Crazy. Don't count me on the referee part, but I'm pretty sure. But, with that and the graphics that I like, I also like that, I like back in the day where there weren't a lot of escapes, It was more, if you got caught, you got caught. You did not have a lot of chances. That's how I like my games. So, like, for example, if I have way too many opportunities to reverse, the game's too easy for me. So if they're going for a grab, which is just circle in the direction button, if I don't block it, well then I'm getting slammed. That's how I like it. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be. I understand, the initial grab and then grab moves after. I get it, but I don't like that. Even though it gives you more moves, it also gives me and the opponent more chances to reverse. I don't like that. I want you to damage me. I want you to get hurt, because usually I'm always good at the games and shit. I don't like easy games. So SmackDown Just Bring It, I like that. I like that shit. If you grab me and I don't reverse it, I'm slammed. I better get my fucking act together and I better fucking reverse. Hell in a Cell was ass. Yeah, it was. I didn't like the fact that you can't slam good through the announce tables. It's hard to even get them on the announce tables. I love fighting in the crowd, even though it wasn't amazing. But shoot, to me it was. I loved it.
It was ass. They looked like cardboard boxes in the crowd.
You wasn't even around back then.
Shut up.
Okay. So, you know, I don't mind that. Oh, and I love the ring mats. The ring mats, you know, you get to customize the mats. I like that. Oh, let's not forget the backstage arenas, the areas. Sheesh. The most, bro, oh my gosh. Man, you can fight in the streets, you can fight backstage in boiler rooms and locker rooms and restaurants. Bro, oh my gosh, amazing. It was WWE Def Jam in this bitch. I loved it. Cons. I love to create. I like creations. To be honest, I create players in wrestling games more than I actually play the game. I think you only have 12 creator wrestler slots. I don't like that. So, and I get it, game was made a while ago. I get it, but still, I don't like that. Another thing that I don't like that does kind of kill it for me, well, I can get used to it, but if I wanted another player to play, they won't get used to this part. So let's say that you're fighting a triple threat match. And for you guys that's already played Just Bring It, you know where I'm going. If you play any match that involves more than two people, in like more than, you know, two fighters, you know, you and your opponent, it's a wrap. Why? Because if you're playing a normal one-on-one match, the only person that you can look at other than your opponent is the referee. If you look at the referee, you just press the, you know, the target assist button again to look, and then you're looking back at your opponent. So if you ever look at the referee, you can easily look at your opponent again, no problem. Here's the problem though. If you're playing a match that involves more than, you know, you and your opponent, yeah, so if you look at somebody and you're fighting them, if you get hit by somebody else, your character won't automatically turn to the person that's beating your ass. So if you press the button to look at that person, which you have to probably press it 3 times so that you could look at this person, look at that person. Okay, that's the one that hit me. Okay, I'm gonna beat your ass. So you looking at them, but let's say that you get hit again by somebody else, you don't automatically look at them either. So while you're playing, you're also doing math in your head about how many times you have to click the button to look at this person. That's not cool. That will throw anybody off. And if my girlfriend played it one time, she didn't know who the fuck was going on. And yeah, that's what I mean. Not what the fuck. She didn't know who the fuck was going on. That's my gripe with Just Bring It. Rolling. All right, coming at number 2, SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. Now, this, in my opinion, is an amazing wrestling game.
Shut your mouth, bud, and here comes the pain. Shut your mouth, bud, and here comes the pain. Can't tell me nothing.
I love the graphics of this game as well. These graphics are better than Just Bring It all the way. I know it's not gonna sound right, but shoot, Matt Hardy in this game, Jeff Hardy in this game, shoot, Edge, Kurt, shoot, Hulk Hogan, bro, oh my gosh, like, these wrestlers in this game, like, for the time, and even now, like, bro, they look amazing. The character models look amazing, and just the in-game graphics look amazing. I'm not even a graphics guy. I'm more of a gameplay guy, but man, they did an amazing job with this. They really did. I also like that when you create a wrestler, the wrestlers have the same graphics as, you know, the in-game wrestlers, which Just Bring It does as well. The created wrestler in SmackDown Shut Your Mouth is also amazing as well. What I don't like is that you can't, you know, add entrance gear, you know, stuff like that, which understandable. But Shut Your Mouth, I love it. More in depth than Just Bring It, but it does what I like. And what do I like? I like you not having a lot of chances to escape when I'm doing stuff. And, you know, vice versa. I don't want to be able to always be able to escape when you're doing stuff to me. That sounds really, don't take that the wrong way. You not doing nothing to my butt. Just know that. My pros and cons. My pros, you know, love the graphics, the gameplay, A+. They fixed the Hell in a Cell. They fixed all that kind of stuff. Ladder match is fixed, so you don't just climb up and just grab it and win, like just bring it. You got to hang on there for a little bit. More wrestlers, more moves. Great. My cons, my biggest con with this, and this was one of my only ones. Yeah, I wish that the creative slot could have been more, but it was 20. I think it was actually 32. It might have been 32 for this game, possibly, maybe. It might have been 32. I know Here Comes the Pain was 32. This might be 32. Was it 24? It might be 32. That's bad, bro. That's how you know I'm working too much and not playing my games. Hey, Pookie. Hey, Pookie. Hey, Pookie. Yeah, with Shut Your Mouth, my main con is you really, and this is gonna sound dumb, but you really have to play that game story mode for a while to unlock everything. It's so many unlockables in that game, which is great. It will keep you playing, but shoot, sometimes I just want to hop in the match. I don't want to always fight at Raw, SmackDown, and Heat. I want to fight at SummerSlam. I want to fight at WrestleMania. I want to fight at Bad Blood. I want to fight at No Mercy. I want to do that type of shit, but you have to play that game so long, because once you do the career mode, it's not just, oh, you do it one time and then you unlock, you know, everything. Fuck no. Once you pass a pay-per-view, the video got a little messed up, so I apologize. But the reason why this game's unlockables is a con to me is because when you do story mode and you get to the pay-per-view, it's not like, oh, you do a pay-per-view and then you get to a chance to unlock whatever you want. No. Matter of fact, like, it's not even like you go through the story mode once and then you unlock everything. That's not what happens. What happens in SmackDown Shut Your Mouth is you go through the story mode, and once you hit a pay-per-view, once you win that pay-per-view, then you get to choose what you want to unlock at that pay-per-view. So, for example, it'll show the arena, which is, let's say the pay-per-view is at WrestleMania. It'll say, hey, do you want to unlock WrestleMania? Okay. It'll show Jeff Hardy's alternate attire. It'll show created moves, which is, moves that you could, use in the creative move section, or created wrestler parts. So it's 4 things I can unlock. Amazing. Only problem is you can only choose one of those things. And then you have to do the whole story again until you get back to WrestleMania or whatever pay-per-view it is, and then you get to select these. That's crazy. What? How long that's gonna take you? So I cheated. I used my Steam Deck, and I went on, and Steam Deck is basically a PC. Man, I done got SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, got the whole save cheat on it. Bro. That's crazy. You'll be playing that for a while if you want to unlock everything. You're going to be playing that for a while. So for some people, cool. For me, I don't like that. I want to be able to unlock my shit and play my game. That's going to take you a while. But the other con, I'm not even going to say it yet. But that's it. For SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, that's actually my only con. Is like my only main con, right? That's my main con. Fuck it. I'm gonna tell you that, okay. Title matches in exhibition does not exist yet. I need that. I need to have my title matches. So title matches could only be used in story mode. So, that's my main con. I ain't gonna lie. That is. Same thing with Just Bring It. And my next game, which unfortunately I don't have the actual case, but Booyaka. Okay. Boom. Here Comes the Pain. Okay. Yes, with Here Comes the Pain. Here comes the pain. Here comes the pain. Here comes the pain. Everyone's go-to favorite wrestling game besides No Mercy, which I played and it's cool. If that's the case, shoot, give Def Jam its fucking flowers, because shoot, No Mercy is Def Jam's engine. Def Jam is No Mercy's engine. But anyways, Aki, AKI, you rock. Anyways, Here Comes the Pain, everyone's favorite wrestling game. I do as well love Here Comes the Pain. However, pros and cons for sure, because I played a lot of Here Comes the Pain. Pros and cons. My pros and cons with Here Comes the Pain.
Bro, Here Comes the Pain is the best wrestling game of all time. Literally, they got everybody up in that bitch. They got Eddie Guerrero, they got Goldberg,
But here are my pros. My pros, the amount of wrestlers, cool. Has all the wrestlers. Could you not squeak, please? I don't like that when we create a wrestler, they look like crackheads compared to the actual in-game models. They do. I don't like that even the in-game models, sometimes their fist looks smaller than like their wrist. So it's really weird sometimes. Like if you watch Shawn Michaels comes out and he, does this and he does this dance, his hands are smaller than his wrist and it's just odd. I don't like that we don't have a lot of backstage arenas anymore. I believe it's only the parking lot, backstage, a locker room, 2 outside arenas. I might be forgetting 1 or 2 more, maybe. I don't like that they changed the grapples mechanic. Now I understand that they changed it so that we can have more grapple moves. I get it, right? So now we have we have 4 grapples for the back, and we got 4 different grapple holds that we can do 4 grapple moves with. So we have 14 front grabs and I think 4 back grabs. I believe that's right. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's right. Anyway, whatever. But it's a lot of grabs. But my problem with that is we have way too much leverage and freedom to get out of that. So if someone grabs you to initiate the grab, you could reverse that. And then you have another chance to reverse if they actually try to do the move. I don't like that, bro. Like I don't like that. Like once you get good at the game, no one's gonna touch you. That's the problem. Ain't nobody gonna touch you. I don't like that shit. Like if I end up getting caught, like if you throw a punch and then a grab. Well, shit, if it was just bring it, I would have been slammed. But here comes the pain, punch, grab. Oh, dang, I didn't know you were going to grab me. Okay, don't worry, I have another chance to get out. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. That's just me. They do have up to 32 created characters that you can make. Great. But here comes the pain is great. And don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. I feel that, I didn't speak highly on Here Comes the Pain as much as I did with the other 2. And that's not the case. If it seems like that, I'm not trying to make that be the case. I do love Here Comes the Pain. But it's just, dang, I'm just swinging them around. It's just, it's a great game, bro. It is. It's nothing much to say about it. There's so many videos on YouTube that you can see everybody talking mad shit about it. But my cons are that. Those are my cons. My cons are, no title fights, which I get. Older game, wasn't implemented yet. The created characters look like crackheads compared to the in-game model characters. This is another thing too. I didn't mention this in Just Bring It or the others, but when you actually get ready to customize a character's attributes, Here Comes the Pain. I didn't like this because in SmackDown Just Bring It and in Shut Your Mouth, you could earn up to unlimited cow points. Or they might not be unlimited, so don't quote me on that. But you can get to a point where you can have a nice amount of attribute points for your creator wrestlers. Here Comes the Pain. If you want your creator wrestlers to be different than each other, then you better do story mode for each one of them. So if you want to make your own Undertaker and max him out, well, shoot, you better do story mode and get enough points and max him out. Or you can do what I did, which is take a character that has no name to him, just make up some whatever character, do matches, earn a whole bunch of points, but do not equip those points to him at all. Once you get like 800 points, stop it. Once you get about don't look at me like that. Once you get about 800 points, then stop playing story mode and just copy that created wrestler. Just copy him like crazy. Then you can rename him, and then you can do whatever you want to him with those attribute points. And that's what you can do. Yeah, that's her barking. Well, just take her toys. All of them. Fasha's getting on timeout by this lady right here. SmackDown versus Raw. No one talks about it, mainly because there's no reason to talk about it. It wasn't better than Here Comes the Pain, and 2006 was better. The first game to implement titles in the exhibition mode. You get to create your own title, and then you could, have title fights in the pay-per-view mode. But yeah, actually creating a championship title, yeah. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. You go ahead and you create a freaking belt in that game. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to buy that belt until 2027. We in 24, by the way, if you didn't know. Bro, it will take you a while to own a belt in that game without a money cheat code. It's no way, unless you play that game like crazy. And I ain't gonna play that game like crazy. Another thing is, why is it whenever you finish the fight, your character just stands there like this? I farted. I didn't even mean to fart. But you finish a match, and right when you're done with the match, your character's just... doesn't time nothing. You beat the match, hardcore, crazy match, your character just stands there with the theme song playing. I mean, I don't mind it that much, to be real. I don't mind it that much. But still, I wish they did something. Like, at least just make the character just do its random taunts or something. I don't know. I love the graphics in that game, though. The graphics were great. The in-game models sucked, in my opinion. Randy Orton looked like a serial killer. It just looked weird. So, yeah, SmackDown, yeah. Okay. Now, one of my favorites, SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. This is one of my favorites of all time. However, without pros and cons. Now, this is my thing. Reason why 2006 has pros and cons? Well, no, not. The reason why it's not my favorite, well, it might be. I don't know, whatever. But here are the pros and cons for me. This was the last game that you could climb onto tables. Not announced tables, but normal tables. Okay? But, that sucked. It sucked that we couldn't do that anymore. However, it also sucked that characters just got up way too quick in this game. Way too fast. You can have a match, and that match will go 17 minutes. You can do sweet chin musics and Batista bombs and pedigrees and FUs and judgment slams and angle slams and spears and everything you want to do. Your characters, your opponent's body can be red all over. Right when your opponent gets done selling the move, you hit a spear. Oh, my stomach. They're gonna get up. It's very hard to see Rob Van Dam as the computer hit a frog splash on another computer opponent, unless it's a match type that is not one-on-one. Triple threat, fatal 4, then the game is programmed for you to stay down a little longer. But in one-on-one fights, you won't stay down that long. You won't. Only way that the computer will stay down a little longer is if the gameplay is on easy or either normal. So that way the computer doesn't have a lot of button inputs. When the difficulty's up higher, they have more button inputs, and then they'll get up quicker. But 2006, amazing. Create a wrestler. Amazing. Hands down, amazing. Create a wrestler. You can make wrestlers look like their real life counterparts to the T, bro. I'm not bullshitting. I'm not lying. That's cool. Exhibition titles, bro. Oh, my mama say they did it. They did it. Tell them. Oh shit, I'm sorry. It's not my favorite. It has its cons, and the cons are the computer just gets up way too fast. It takes a while to actually damage your opponent as well. Like, it really does take a while to damage your opponent. It can be a match between Rey Mysterio and Tajiri. That shit gonna be a 14-minute match for no reason. It should not take that long. I hate that whenever you fight against a dirty player, why is it that they always exit the ring and circle it? You just making the match fucking take longer, bro. Get the fucking ring, get your ass beat. I hate that. The referee always gets in your way. Also, why is it that you can get disqualified in a triple threat match? That makes no sense. It should be a no DQ. It's 3 people, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? That's weird. Damn. That was true hatred that came out of me right now. Lord, I'm sorry. Shoot, certain match types, yeah, your opponents act stupid. Yeah. Do a ladder match, bro. They will only try to climb the ladder. They won't fight each other. They will just hit each other with ladders the whole match. It's not worth it. A match where you know Kane will beat Tajiri, yeah, Tajiri might win just because he'll get lucky because Undertaker won't do any moves. Seriously, it's like that. Shoot, another thing, Elimination Chamber. This is dumb. You play an Elimination Chamber, all the computer opponents always try to break up out of your pin, and they don't do it on purpose. They're just so they just want to grab so much that if you pin somebody and you know you're gonna get that 3 count, if there's a computer next to you, they're gonna grab as well, and that grab is just gonna break you out of the pin. They're gonna try to grab the opponent that you're pinning. That's annoying. Other than that, I do love 2006 soundtrack. It's cool. I don't mind it. It's a lot of more underground rap-ish stuff, but it's weird because sometimes that underground rap, it's like whatever. It's not like amazing, and it makes me sick to my stomach a little bit. So that's cool. Anyways, moving on. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. I actually used to hate this game. Reason why I used to hate it, because when I was a kid and I played it, I was like, this is just 2006, but on PS2, the graphics are asshole. Crazy, this is random, but whenever I used to make creative characters, like if I ever made me, I would always make myself as like another Jeff Hardy, but a white guy. Because since I watched wrestling so much as a kid, I would always see white wrestlers. So like when I made myself, I would make myself be a white haired or a white dude with long hair looking like Jeff Hardy. And then I was like, wait a minute, why do I do that? I can make myself black and I can like be me. That's weird. And the first game that I did that was SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. So I've been doing that all my whole fucking life. Anyways, here's the thing. So you can't climb on tables anymore. Announced tables, yes, but you can't climb on normal tables anymore, which sucked. Also, you actually can't do diving ladder finishers from the ladder onto a table anymore. In 2006 and all previous, you could. If you had a Jeff Hardy or made a Jeff Hardy and you wanted to do a Swanton Bomb, that's your finisher, off of a ladder onto a table, you can do it. 2007 up to 2010, you can't. You can't do it. So with 2007, that sucks, but they implemented the ultimate control grapples, which are extremely broken unless you turned stamina on. If you turn stamina off, then it's weird, bro. You gotta play with it. It's weird, but yeah, ultimate control, it's cool, but it can be fucked up too. I ain't gonna lie. The creator wrestler is also toned down from 2006. It's not a lot of street clothes anymore. It's not a lot of attires. They took out a lot of logos, so that's not cool. It's not a lot of headgear. Yeah, 2007 ain't really with it for the creator wrestler that much. It's not. I do love the superstars. My boy Johnny Nitro and Joey McCarrea is in that bitch. So fuck you, man. Oh my mama. So yeah, that's cool. Elimination Chamber is kind of the same as 2006. Match types are basically the same. However, the AI actually does try and they beat your ass. I do like that in 2007, it's hard to get out of grapples. So once your opponent grabs you, it's hard to get out of that grab. Like, you really have to time and know when they're going to grab you. And I always get my ass handed to me if I'm stuck in a grab. The only time that you can predict it is if you do reverse that grab, then they will reverse the next one. And like, you can time it after that. But the first grab that they try, after the initial grapple hold, it's hard to get out of that. Also, matches can end within 3 minutes in this game. So your character can get damaged extremely quick. Extremely quick. Like, it's actually what kind of killed it a little bit for me. Because, shoot, you can play a match and you can make your opponent's legs red. You can make their legs red in 2 minutes by doing the same leg move. And you can pin them by tripping them, and it'll be a 3 count. I don't like that shit. That's weak. So that's kind of my gripe with 2007. Your opponents get hurt extremely easy, and the matches don't take too long. I think that's it with 2007 for me. And I'm trying to rush the video now because I know I don't have a lot of time left, so I'm sorry. I need to get the camera. That's what I need to do. Anyways, moving on to 2008. A lot of people don't like SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. In my opinion, this game is the best when it comes to soundtrack. Damn, is that a booger? No, I ain't got no booger. I don't know what that was. That booger? I don't know. That might be booger. Hold on. Yeah, it was probably a little booger. Yeah. 2008, in my opinion, best soundtrack. Best soundtrack. Go hard, go home, for the start. And then you got, yo, could kiss me goodbye here and now. Yo, you got, I want something you have. I'm finna get copyrighted, finna get struck, get a copyright strike for no reason. But hey, 2008 had the best soundtrack ever, bro. You couldn't beat me even if you wanted to. Everything I've been through, you wouldn't know. Man, oh my God, I'm a mouth. SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, bro. Soundtrack, amazing. That's actually one reason why I still play it. Also, it's a lot of hood clothes in it because Shad and JTG are in it. So, you know, they brought, you know, the bandanas and all that type of shit, which is cool. Where the cons come in, because I love the whole game's aesthetic. I love the environment. I love the energy of that game. Music, menus, the artwork. I love artwork. I don't want to see the actual real wrestlers on screen when I pick them. I like to see their art. That's amazing. I love that. 2008 had everything except when they implemented the fighting styles, I got a Def Jam kind of feel. And I was like, okay, that's cool. But, bro. One, you won't get hurt in 2008 unless you're just getting reversed like crazy. You won't get hurt. You won't. The game is just really easy. It's a very easy game. That's the downfall. It's a very easy game, and you will hardly see the computer characters do their finishers. They'll always try to use their abilities, and if they are a powerhouse, they will end up winning the match by doing a normal slam to a person, and they won't even do their special move. So that sucks. So that's where 2008 goes poo-poo. SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. I liked it at the time because it was new. I love it because you got to create a finisher, bro, on me. I love that. You got to do tag team, like they specialize in the tag team stuff. That was great. That was why I mainly played it. However, I didn't like that, you know, the creative wrestling in the game, it was the same in 2008, but the attribute shit, bro. Like, I don't want to play a story for that, a little wannabe career mode, and then I have to do more stuff for other characters. I don't like that. I don't want to do a copy. I don't like that. 2008, even though I couldn't necessarily max them out how I wanted to, shoot, at least they gave me an option of doing something, bro. 2009, bro, I don't mess with it. And then a lot of people don't know this, but it's a glitch with the Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber glitches start in the Elimination Chamber, bro. When you're in the match, toss your opponent to any corner. They won't go in the corner. You'll throw them in the corner and they'll run to it and then they'll stop. You also can't climb on the turnbuckle either. The only way to climb on the turnbuckle is if you climb on the cage and then climb on top of the pod and then jump down onto it. You can't just climb onto it. So it's broken. I don't know how they released that and they didn't know that, but yeah. And also the soundtrack was a little weak to me. It got weak once you start putting WWE characters or WWE superstars themes in it. I mean, except for, you know, a few, you know, some go hard, you know, Maria. Here she goes again. I can't understand. Hey, that's hard. Kofi Kingston. SOS. Fire. That's hard. Oh, me. But yeah, 2009, nah, I didn't mess with it. I don't have the case of 2010. 2010 was a great game for the amount of content, bro. Content out of the world. Best for content. However, the gameplay was just too damn easy. Way too easy. Right when they implemented only using R2, that was a wrap. That was donezo. Done. Game too easy. Easier than they've already been. Way too easy. Nope. But that game had so many moves, it was crazy. You had ladder finishers, which for some reason, why is it that all the way, even like 2K24 or whatever the fuck they have now, 23? 24? Whatever. I think 24 is out. But why is it that they have not updated ladder finishers, bro? For like 7 years, we've still had Kill Switch, Chokeslam, Sheamus's backdrop, the FU, Rock Bottom, that in a RKO, in the Twist of Fate, if I haven't named those. We've had like the same 7 or 8 ladder finishers for years. Bro, come up with some more shit. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, seriously. Apart from that, 2010 had amazing moves. It had so many moves, bro. Like, bro, they had so many versions of RKO. You had the normal RKO. You had the ground RKO. You had the super RKO. You had, bro, you had the freaking RKO where they're someone's climbing the turnbuckle and you hit it, bro. 2010, amazing for content. Create a story, which I never liked because it's cool to mess around with, and like the only joy that you'll get is if you download somebody else's story. But if you want a surprise, there is no surprise. Create a Story is basically an adult's version of playing with action figures, but on their game, which I don't do because I play with my action figures in my face. So, 2010, great, but the game is just way too easy, and that's why I don't play it. On top of that, you know, when you create a wrestler, you still have to do that whole attribute thing, and it just takes too long. I just want to make my wrestlers, customize them, boom, ba, boom, done. Okay, 2011, I don't have the case, but SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, I played that game like crazy. Best thing about that game is the weapon physics, for sure. For sure. Endless possibilities with those weapon physics. However, that game is extremely easy. Go against The Undertaker. Use Primo. Use Primo. Primo. Use Primo. Primo. Use Primo. Primo. That was not on repeat. Bro, use Primo. You can probably do 7 slams to The Undertaker. It's going to be a close 2 count. Do 13 slams. It's going to be a 3 count. It's dumb. The game is too easy. If you get grabbed, keep on pressing R2 or RT. Keep pressing it if you get grabbed. There's no timing for chain grapples. It's no timing. It's only timing for groggy grapples. No chain grapples. Game is broken. Create a Wrestler was great because you got to create your wrestler. You know, the graphics were cool. But even this, bro, like even if somebody came out, like if you were doing universe mode and you came out and you attacked your opponent before the match, pin them. Pin them right when they're on the ground. It would typically be a 3 count. The game is just way too fucking easy. It's way too easy. Everything else, cool. The game is way too easy though. That's why 2011 is not it for me. WWE 12, the roster was shit. The roster I did not like. Roster was shit. You got some cool wrestlers from the DLC, but that was it. And the gameplay was slower, which I got used to, but I mainly remember the roster just being ass, and that's why I didn't like it. But in my opinion, it had the second best universe mode because WWE 2000 SmackDown vs. Raw 2011's universe mode popping all the time. All the time, someone was popping. Popcorn. WWE 2K13. I played that game like crazy because even though 2K12 you got to create an arena, 13 was just the best. Whoa, you want a revolution? Hey, one more time. Hard. On my mama. Hard. So that was cool. Played that game like crazy, mainly for the roster. Roster amazing. Gameplay was cool. However, we already know. It was a 1 count. It was a glitch when you pinned your opponent. 1 counts. You would always get 1 counts. However, if you got a 2 count, that's how you knew you were going to win the match because the opponent always kicked out at 1. So if you heard a 2 count, you knew you won. Also, the computer wouldn't really do their special moves to you unless they reversed. So if you want to throw a punch and they caught it and they have their special move, that's one of the only times that they'll do their finisher to you. That's it. They won't just walk up and really do it. The game was just really easy. Very easy game. Very easy game. 2K14, I did not like the roster that much. I love the Attitude Era a lot more. In 13, I love those characters. My cons with 2K14 is the roster wasn't amazing to me. The game was just more saturated. I didn't like the menu being all crazy red with the Rock and his fucking junk in my face. Like, bro, chill the fuck out, bro. Over hollering and shit with your bald head. I don't like that. Also, the game has so many glitches. If you had too many creative wrestlers, bro, if you had, and I'm not even talking about all the glitches in universe mode, because that's a whole nother story. But if you just had a lot of characters, if you had about 40 characters or more, yeah. If you selected your character and the character image is still loading and you select more characters, yeah, you'll be frozen at that screen forever. So my pros and cons of 2K14, my pros, gameplay was actually really dope. Fast gameplay. Once you got used to it, you can time certain shit, but it was hard. Once you put them sliders up, bro, oh yeah, that game was hard. Hard game, because you could never really get a move in. You can only get in some hits and some hard strikes, and maybe a few groggy grapples. But yeah, it was cool. But overall, what really killed it was just the glitches for me. The glitches killed it for me. Now 2K15, last gen, same as 2K14. Graphical improvements, and those glitches are still there though. 2K15 next gen, we're not talking about it. 2K16 last gen, same as 2K14 for last gen. Graphical improvements, still glitches. 2K16 for next gen, I don't like crazy simulation. It's just not me. Now, 2K17 for last gen, now that knockout animation, whenever you do a finisher to someone, you know how they, get sprawled out? Well, shoot, if they're just hurt really bad and you do a move to them, then yeah, they'll be sprawled out, which is cool. But it still had a lot of glitches, just like 2K14 last gen. 2K17 new gen, okay, I can really say the same thing for all the other games, but I'm just going to talk about 2K19 and 2K22, because those are the most recent ones I have, because this video might shut off, so I'm sorry. 2K19, I love, played a lot of it. I like it. I won't say love, but I like it, because I put a lot of time in it. Got a lot of Def Jam characters, made a lot of rings, but it's still some stupid shit that you can't do. Like, I don't like that how you create a character's face in the new games. It was so much easier in the old games, but they give you way too much freedom now. But when they give you so much freedom, it takes so much longer to create that character. And then, yeah, you get to upload a photo, which is cool. But what happens when the servers get shut down? What happens when the servers get shut down? Then now you can't make nobody. now you can't, you like online? Now you can't make nobody. So that's cool. Whatever. You know how easy it was to just get normal Jeff Hardy armbands? Like the armbands for Jeff Hardy in the previous games, and like trying to make them in the newer games, bro, it's just dumb. Anyways, but 2K19, I did like it. The simulation, whatever. I don't like that you can get clotheslined and you're just on the start of the match, get one clothesline. Yeah, you're on the ground for about 18 seconds. That's ass, bro. Get the fuck up. You're wasting time. 2K22, amazing. Except for that roster. I just don't like the new content of the WWE. I don't like the new rosters. I'm sorry. The last time I actually watched WWE programming was probably back in 2016 once. But I really stopped watching after CM Punk left. I'm not saying I'm a CM Punk fan, because I'm not. I'm just saying when he left, I stopped watching it. Because I was actually not into WWE no more when Jeff Hardy left. And then I was tuned into TNA like crazy. TNA Impact, let's go, baby. Back in the day, though. Right now, it ain't shit. But anyways, yeah, 2K22, I do like it. I do like 2K22 because they went back to the arcade style, bro. They went back to the arcade style. Like, I love that. Now you can, like, if you run, you can, like, run in circles like this because it's so arcadey. I like that. In the other games, you start, like, I get it. Like, it's really just a preference thing, y'all. It's just preference. But in my opinion, a game is a game. It's supposed to be a game. If you want to actually wrestle, like if you really want simulation, bro, then wrestle your fucking cousin in the backyard in a ring. You know, I don't know. I know sometimes you want your simulation fix. I get it, and I'm all with you because sometimes I do too. But I do like a mix between simulation and video game because I'm playing video games. So, like Def Jam Fight for New York, perfect blend of realism and simulation. Here Comes the Pain, realism and simulation. I like it. You know what I'm saying? 2006, the best of realism and simulation. You know? So, I apologize. I know this video went really long. And I try to, after 2008, I try to really hurry this up because I know I'm going like crazy. But I think my favorite game of all time, 2006 and okay, I can just deal with 2006. I can deal with the bullshit. But then I get annoyed when I want to do other matches, like ladder matches, and the computer's being stupid because they're just grabbing ladders and smacking each other where they're not doing moves. You know? I would love 2K13 or WWE 13, but the computer just sucks ass in it. So no lie, when I want to watch computer matches, I'll go to Here Comes the Pain. But if I actually want to have good-looking creative superstars, nice, entertaining one-on-one matches, then 2006 because it has title fights in it. But then I'm all fucked up because I'm like, well, shoot. Now whenever I want to do a match that's not a single match, I don't know what to play because 2006, other matches with computers suck. They don't do anything. Here Comes the Pain. The game is great, but I want title matches. And the creative wrestlers sometimes look like they're on crack. 2008 gameplay is not there. 2009 is whatever. I don't know, bro. I don't have a favorite wrestling game. I don't know. I'm fucking complicated. I want to keep on going with the video, but I don't have a favorite wrestling game. So please let me know what your favorite wrestling game is, and let's I don't know. Shoot, let's debate in the comments. Let's just debate a little bit. But I'm sorry this video turned out pretty long, bro. So I'm sorry. But I will for sure talk about other games if you guys would like. I'll do a lot of other stuff, bro. We're gonna talk about what's my favorite Tekken game, what's my favorite Street Fighter game, what's my favorite Midnight Club, what's my favorite Need for Speed, what's my favorite Dragon Ball Z, what's my favorite Naruto game, bro. We're gonna get all up in that. I got you. Oh my mama. All right, bro. You want to say something to him before we go? Because this video was like way too long.
Oh, yeah, bro. You already know I got all the knowledge. Go ahead and follow your boy Big T on Instagram. Matter of fact, make sure that when you go to school, you get good grades
talk to
because
them?
your mama got to graduate early. Oh, yeah, my fault. Okay. Like, subscribe, comment. Your boy Capri, but nah, you know, he really ain't shit, to be honest with you. I'm just that big, man. I'm big.
All right, y'all. I do appreciate y'all sticking around with me because this video was crazy long. Like, subscribe, please comment. I would love to see what you guys want to say about this because I haven't made a video in a while, so I would love for y'all to say something. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Thank you. Peace. Say bye, Trailers.
Hey, I do think that my favorite rock band might be Korn, maybe Slipknot. Disturbed is pretty cool too, but to be honest, y'all over here at CKY, nah, Breaking Big, man, that's something else too, bro, because I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, wait, let me say something.